In a surprising and undignified twist, Prince Harry recently appeared on NBC's The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon in a Halloween-themed segment, raising eyebrows and stirring criticism. Rather than taking a central role as a featured guest or promoting any meaningful cause, Harry participated in a lighthearted skit where he accompanied Fallon through a haunted maze, encountering spooky actors along the way. His role was reduced to little more than a comedic prop, a far cry from the regal aura that once surrounded him as a senior member of the British royal family. What stood out most was not the humor of the segment, but the stark contrast it presented to Harry's past. Once a respected figure representing a centuries-old institution, Prince Harry's appearance here seemed to mark a significant fall from grace. He was not promoting a new project, a philanthropic endeavor, or even his memoir. Instead, he was playing a supporting role in a silly segment with a late-night comedian, while the evening's primary guests, Oscar-winning actress Cate Blanchett and Saturday Night Live's Marcelo Hernandez, received the spotlight. This participation has been seen by some as a desperate attempt by Harry to rehabilitate his public image, but it appears to be a misstep. Speculation has arisen that Harry may be floundering without the steadying influence of his wife, Meghan Markle, who was notably absent from this endeavor. The haunted maze bit seemed out of place for a man once tasked with representing the British monarchy on the global stage. It was a long way from his days of visiting veterans or standing alongside world leaders to discuss serious issues like mental health and global conservation. The reaction to Harry's appearance was critical, with some commentators pointing out how it underscores his struggle to find relevance in Hollywood. While the media often hypes Harry and Meghan as being part of the A-list, his involvement in this particular skit suggests otherwise. Rather than taking a position of influence or leadership, Harry appeared to be playing second fiddle to real Hollywood royalty like Blanchett, who commanded the audience's attention for her actual achievements and professional success. What's perhaps more troubling is the increasing perception that Harry is drifting without purpose. Once, he might have used a platform like The Tonight Show to promote a charitable cause or to discuss something of substance. Instead, he participated in what some have deemed lowbrow entertainment, further alienating a public that once held him in high regard. This shift in his public persona suggests that his attempts to remain relevant are increasingly backfiring, leading to mounting questions about what he stands for in his post-royal life. Critics have also pointed out that Harry's public image appears fractured. His efforts to reinvent himself, especially in Hollywood, seem inconsistent and poorly thought out, with this Tonight Show appearance being a prime example. Rather than carving out a meaningful new role for himself, Harry's presence in the skit conveyed a sense of desperation, an attempt to keep his name in the public conversation, even if it meant being the punchline rather than the headline. Many have speculated that Harry might be struggling to navigate life outside the royal bubble, often appearing lost without the formal structure and clear sense of purpose that came with being a working royal. As a prince, his role was defined by centuries of tradition and duty. Now, as a celebrity in Hollywood, he appears to be grappling with the very different demands of maintaining relevance in an industry known for its fickleness and superficiality. The appearance has led to renewed discussion about Harry's attempts to distance himself from Meghan Markle. Some suggest that this might have been an effort to establish himself as an individual in the public eye, away from the Sussex brand that has been so closely tied to Meghan. However, without her strategic direction, Harry's participation in this haunted maze skit seemed to lack coherence or purpose, further underscoring how out of place he appears in Hollywood. Ultimately, this episode serves as a stark reminder of the precarious position Prince Harry now finds himself in. His attempts to straddle the line between royal dignity and celebrity culture often seem to misfire, leaving him in a kind of limbo where he is neither fully respected as a serious figure nor fully embraced by the Hollywood elite. As he continues to navigate this uncharted territory, it remains to be seen whether Harry will be able to find his footing or if appearances like this will only further erode the public's perception of him. For now, his haunted maze cameo may be remembered less as a lighthearted Halloween prank and more as a symbol of a once-revered prince struggling to redefine himself in a world far removed from Buckingham Palace.